Welcome to the Man of Recaps. This is Westworld, Season 3, Episode 8, the Season 3 finale. At the end of last episode, Dolores hit the EMP during her and Maeve's fight to knock both of them out. Caleb was there to rescue Dolores, but he didn't take her body with him, he just took her pearl. Caleb follows his GPS back to the distillery that was the Yakuza hangout, and in there, Dolores had smuggled in from Westworld her original robot body. Yeah, remember the modern host bodies are 3D printed with the milk stuff, so they're basically flesh. But the original hosts were fully robot with the face that opens up and stuff. Bernard, Stubbs, and William were on their awesome bro road trip, but William's got the gun now. He's like, no, I'm on a mission to destroy all robots. Boom, blast Stubbs right in the heart, so Bernard's gotta pull out his control thingy and Hulk out. Beast mode Bernard slaps William around, but just then the cops come. Bernard's gonna fight them too, but one of the cops is Lawrence, yeah, the host from the park. He is assumedly the final Dolores copy that she made, so good to meet him. Per usual, he's incredibly vague about his plans, but he does give Bernard a briefcase and an address to go to. William ran off to a fancy hotel, calls a meeting with his money manager. It's like, oh, we thought you were dead. He's like, I ain't dead, unfreeze my assets. I'm taking my private jet on a mission to kill all robots. So Dolores and Caleb are on a mission to take the new plan they got from the Solomon AI and put it into Rehoboam. Sirach's still out there trying to stop him, so he's got hired goons all over the city hunting him down. Dolores has hired some muscle of her own though. Yeah, she's using the Rico crime app. She specified for them to all call Caleb Sir. Yeah, she's setting him up as the leader of the human revolution. But it's also mostly an homage to Fight Club. But it's not only Sirach after them. Dolores is stopped by the Charlotte Hale version of her. She's like, hey self, I'm pretty mad that you left me to die and let my fake family get blown up in a car crash. I've got my own plan now, and step one is vengeance on you. She is just a hologram, but the guys she's hired are very real. Big shootout time. Dolores is like, Caleb, you gotta get to Rehoboam. I'll hold these guys off. Dolores makes it out, but is cornered by now Sirach's men, including a katana-wielding Maeve. So Dolores goes into Terminator mode. Oh, takes these guys all out. Then it's time for Maeve vs. Dolores, round 2. Then Maeve goes to chop off Dolores' arm again, but oh, she blocks it. She's like, yeah, I got that steel robot body now. In the end, Dolores wins, but as she's walking away, oh, she gets like stunned. Hologram Charlotte Hale Dolores has shut her down. I guess when she imported the body, she like made it so she could shut it down. Makes enough sense, I guess. Either way, Dolores is captured. So Caleb's making his way to Inside headquarters. There's a big old riot going on because Dolores leaked to everyone, that they were being controlled by the Rehoboam. The riot's focused on the Inside headquarters, so Caleb can't get through. But who shows up to help? It's his crime buddy, Marshawn Lynch. His other buddy's there too. Sorry I never learned these characters' names. But either way, she's like, hey, if you want to get to Insight, you gotta hijack a police helicopter car. They help Caleb break through, and oh, Marshawn takes a bullet for him. Unfortunately, we don't get to see what his shirt says now. I imagine it's ouch. Now, Sirach finally captured Dolores. Besides just stopping her from destroying the world he created, he wants the decryption key she has to all of the human mind data she took from Westworld. He wants to upload it all into Rehoboam so it has an even better understanding of human behavior. He's plugged her directly into Rehoboam, and it's going through all of her memories looking for the decryption key, deleting as it goes. Caleb made it into Insight, gets to Rehoboam's control panel, which is weirdly in the lobby of the building. Didn't matter though, because now Maeve is here. She's like, give it up, darling. I've got a katana. They bring him down to where Dolores is, and Sirach has a talk like, hey, you think she's helping you free yourself? She's just using you too. Yeah, in a show that's all about free will, it's hard to know if you ever have free will, because like maybe the free will you think you're doing is actually just someone else manipulating you. In fact, he has Caleb open up the new plan Dolores gave him that he was about to upload, and it does foretell the destruction of human civilization. Meanwhile, Maeve's talking to Sirach, and she's still linked into all technology, so she hears a voice. She uncovers Sirach's big secret. It's not him controlling Rehoboam. Rehoboam's controlling him. Yeah, he's got a little Bluetooth earpiece, and Rehoboam's just telling him exactly what to say and do all the time. Anyway, they can't find the decryption key inside Dolores' head, so Maeve goes inside, and she realizes Dolores doesn't have it. So Sirach's like, fine, forget it, just delete Dolores completely. And Dolores' mind is completely unrecoverably wiped. But before, when Maeve looked in her mind, they had a big convo in virtual headspace. Dolores finally fully explains her motivations to her. I'm not out to just kill all humans. She's like, yeah, humans can be super awful, and we've seen a lot of it in Westworld, but there's also goodness within them, and it's a callback to her big line from season 1.
There is ugliness in this world. I choose to see the beauty.
She's like, I think everyone deserves a chance to be free and make their own choices, including you, Maeve. What you gonna do? So Maeve made her choice to turn on Sirach. He's got the little clicky button that freezes her, but she's got the super psychic powers. Boom, breaks it. Lights go out, and she katanas all these guys. Maeve's like, hey, Caleb, let's be new best friends. I understand now why Dolores chose you. Caleb's like, yeah, she chose me because I'm prone to violence, right? But Maeve's like, no, she chose you because of your capacity for choice. Turns out it's not random chance Caleb met Dolores in that alleyway. They'd met before when he was at the Westworld parks. Yeah, the military had a section they were using for live training against realistic hosts. After they saved the village, this one guy was like, yeah, time to have sex with all the robots, but Caleb was like, hey man, we're better than that. So Dolores knew Caleb from back then that he was like a good person. Sirach's bleeding out. He's like, Rehoboam, call me an ambulance, but it doesn't respond to him. Yeah, by plugging Dolores directly into it, she was able to override it, I guess, and give the power to Caleb. Caleb's like, yo, Rehoboam, delete yourself. We're having our own free will from now on. So Dolores has sacrificed herself to liberate the world. Is she really erased for good, or will she be back? I mean, I'm gonna miss Evan Rachel Wood if she isn't. Maeve's like, hey Caleb, we're both about free will. I think we should be best friends. Currently though, the world is descending into chaos, so they're gonna have to figure that out, and they watch as society collapses in another awesome homage to Fight Club. Roll the credits, but that's not where the episode ends. There are after the credit scenes, and also let me cut back to Bernard real quick. Bernard has been conspicuously absent from the grand finale. The address Dolores gave him wasn't to Insight or anything, it was to Arnold's ex-wife's house. Yeah, remember Bernard's core memory backstory is about his dying son, and it's based on the real-life Arnold's family. Luckily, his ex-wife has just enough dementia to remember this is Arnold, but not think it's weird that he's here and still young. Anyway, they commiserate about their dead son and gives Bernard closure or something. Then Bernard goes to a motel, puts Stubbs in the bathtub with a bunch of ice and little bottles of booze. It's like, hey man, I know you're shot, just chill out for now, I can't repair you, I am busy. Bernard's realized that the access key to the Sublime, the virtual world where Dolores sent the other hosts. Dolores didn't have it, she put it in Bernard's head. The briefcase Dolores gave him is a little virtual headset to connect to it. Per usual in the show, Bernard's very vague about what exactly he's doing, but he's gotta go in there to find something super important. So Bernard's off to the virtual world while Stubbs is just chilling in the tub. Now, after the credits, William has flown to Dubai. Delos has another headquarters here, and William wants to make sure the hosts aren't making more copies of themselves. Sure enough, in the basement, he finds new hosts being built, and building them is Charlotte Hale. She's mostly fixed her burned skin, except for the one arm, which she leaves just because it looks cool. William's like, yo, so you're Dolores, right? And Charlotte's like, no, I mean, I started as Dolores, but like, I'm diverged now. I have no interest in the redeeming qualities of humanity. I want to extinct them. And William, you're gonna help me, cause she's made a Man in Black robot host. She didn't copy herself, she gave him William's personality. He's like, yeah, you thought I was just your dark side, but no, I'm the real you. So Robot Man in Black kills the real William. And I guess next season, he's working with Charlotte Hale Dolores to destroy all humans. Then there's another after the credits scene. It's Bernard still in the motel, but he's completely covered in dust now. How long has he been here? And more importantly, is Stubbs still in the tub? We'll find out in season 4, but for now, that's how Westworld season 3 comes to an end. Hit that subscribe button for more of the best recaps of TV and movies, and click the join button to support the channel and be a recap champion.